Dagestan, Russia, April 5, 2026.
Всем салам алейкум еще раз, это Gejukh Reservoir. Скиньте это видео родным и близким. Позвонили 112 час назад. Маленькая вот.
Dagestan suffered its second major flood in a week. The Gejukh Reservoir dam burst in Dagestan, evacuating 4,000 people. The previous one, at the end of March, left tens of thousands of residents without power, flooded over 800 homes, disrupted road traffic, and damaged railway lines. Heavy rains on April 4th and 5th further exacerbated flooding conditions. In total, more than 1,000 residential buildings and 1,100 farmlands were flooded. A catastrophic weather event had transformed the North Caucasus into a disaster zone following a week of relentless, record-breaking rainfall. In the Russian republics of Dagestan, torrential downpours triggered tsunami-like flash floods that swept through mountain valleys, destroying bridges and submerging entire settlements. Torrents of water inundated the streets of Makhachkala, Derbent, Khasavyurt, Dagestanskiye Ogni, and other towns.
Там машина была, его тоже практически не видно. Другая машина тоже была, его тоже не видно.
A state of emergency was declared in the republic's capital, leaving nearly 140 villages without power, disrupting rail service and wastewater treatment facilities, and causing mud flows that reached a federal highway. Another video from Makhachkala, filmed on April 5th, shows a torrent of water destroying a fence erected next to a multi-story building. Several videos also show floodwaters reaching rooftops, with several residential buildings along the riverbank swept away.
Вот уже набралась, как в прошлый раз. Вода еще идет.
On the afternoon of April 5th, a flood caused an apartment building to subside and collapse in Makhachkala. Floodwaters caused by heavy rain washed away the foundations of the three-story building. Nearby, on Ivazovsky Street, 4 other apartment buildings have been cordoned off. They also remain at potential risk of collapse. About 300 residents have been evacuated. Some will be placed in temporary shelters, while others have temporarily moved in with relatives. The Russian Investigative Committee has opened a criminal investigation into the negligence of Makhachkala city officials following the building collapse.
Этот дом наполовину был, а сейчас вообще окон не видно.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Братья, срочно все подтягивайтесь в Makhachkala. Тут нужна помощь. Есть пропавшие люди.
Due to the overflow of the river flowing from Kejukh to the Gejukh Dam, the protective structure was destroyed. Residents have been evacuated from the following villages: Mykolovka, Duzlak, Zareknia, Salipa Ursin, and Plany. In Dagestan, flooding has damaged residential buildings, appliances, furniture, and cars. Makhachkala residents have complained of problems with electricity and water supplies, unavailable transportation, and a lack of communication with emergency services. Dagestan and Chechnya were hardest hit by the natural disaster in the North Caucasus. according to the Caucasian Knot. The Gudurms district became the epicenter of the destruction, with over 750 homes submerged and massive infrastructure damage reported. As residents return to find their homes buried in silt and debris, the regional government has begun emergency construction of new housing for the displaced. It's known that the area was previously hit by flash floods on March 28th. However, heavy rains that began on April 5th caused flooding to return to areas that had just been cleared after the previous flood. Roads and residential zones have again been impacted as drainage systems struggle to cope with the volume of water. The most severe situation is reported in low-lying neighborhoods of Makhachkala, where stormwater systems are operating at full capacity but remain under pressure. Similar flooding has been recorded in multiple municipal districts, with private homes and yard areas once again affected.
Вот что с ней произошло. Полностью она... Вот.
On April 5th, the wastewater treatment plant in Makhachkala shut down due to a power outage, according to the Unified Operator of Water Supply and Sanitation of the Republic of Dagestan. To ensure sanitary safety and prevent deterioration of water quality, monitoring has been strengthened, hyperchlorination is being carried out, and hourly water samples for subsequent laboratory analysis have been organized, the statement reads. Specialists are working to restore the wastewater treatment plant to its normal operating mode. The Unified Operator promises that once power is restored, the system will be relaunched as soon as possible.
Еще раз хочется поблагодарить тех людей, кто причастен к постройке этой аллеи.
Flooding problems in Makhachkala are largely due to thoughtless development along the Torrential River, Dagestan's head, Sergei Melikov, reported on Telegram. Several houses have been erected directly in the riverbed itself. These structures obstruct the natural flow of water, which finds other routes: streets, houses, and residential areas. Melikov added that the Republic's Ministry of Construction has been instructed to conduct a documentary investigation and take action against the officials who allowed this dangerous construction. Due to the flooding, the evacuation of residents from the Palmyra micro-district has begun. The Makhachkala administration reported on its Telegram channel. People will be evacuated to safe zones. Temporary accommodation centers have been organized for them, and the necessary assistance is being provided, the publication stated. 9 temporary accommodation centers for evacuated residents have been set up in the city. Makhachkala Mayor Zambulat Salavov reported on his Telegram channel. He noted that the city's public utilities have been put on high alert, with more than 30 teams working to address the aftermath of the flooding.
Короче, здесь на входе.
Regional emergency services have been placed on heightened alert as weather conditions continue to challenge infrastructure. Forecasters had previously warned of strong winds reaching up to 23 meters per second alongside persistent rainfall between April 4th and 6th. According to the Caucasian Knot Weather Service, light rain is expected in Makhachkala today, increasing to moderate rain overnight.
Garden should have